change le...
It is the root of real estate. That's
Could be the
been,
roots. There's
part of the
usually
things
more
that we've
than-
been working on this week. All these little tasks. And welcome to your Friday. A good Friday. I hope you're having a good Friday. We had a good Friday. We had a good
beautiful
week.
day. A beautiful week.
Let's
I'm
ask the
very
boss.
excited.
How was our week? Was it
I'm,
good?
I'm very encouraged by what we're doing.
Are you?
It's slow.
Stop.
And like everything. No, but for me, I'm a very impatient because I have all these ideas, all these projects and plans. So for me in my head, it's like, okay, everybody's doing this 24/7, but it's not the reality of things. So
we need to build it out. I'm Jay from the marketing department, along with Clément, and we're building it all up. We're building it all up to make something nice and something we can be proud of, and something that we can help all of our brokers with.
And I'm going to ask you, whoever saw what we've been doing for the last 2 weeks, is there a difference? Do you see the difference? Comment.
Yeah, let us know.
Or write to us.
Let us know. Please leave your name and your address. What office you work in?
No, it could be
positive. No, it could be anonymous.
No, but I want to know what you think. Like, do you see a difference? Do you?
I'd like to see who watched the cold calling video that we did, which I thought was really great.
And I encourage everybody to go watch it, not because I did it, but because of I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. Well, personally, I've not seen anything like it, and I think it's great because oftentimes I try to explain it. But it's one thing to sit in front of someone and explain it. It's another to actually for you or for someone to watch and hear. And
yeah, it's not just the $100 charge of telelisting. It's the actual getting the job done. I've never seen it, and that's why I wanted to do it, because it's 15 minutes, 17 minutes long, 15 minutes long.
Yeah, roughly.
And it's just something to take in because I'd never seen it done before.
And Gabriel, I think you should forward
way
to pretty much all of our brokers.
Definitely. Let's put it also on the Quad Neuf. That'd be nice.
Yep,
that's a good idea.
We'll do that. We were talking in the last podcast, the Francophone podcast at the top of the hour, about motivation and where can you get your motivation from, and how do you get motivated, and are you motivated? Well, let's start with that first, I guess. How do you stay motivated?
Well, how big of a part is it for someone that's self-employed or a business owner? It's such an important part of what I do and who I am, to stay focused and stay motivated, stay driven, because it's so hard. When you're an employee, you have someone, you have a leader, you have a manager, you have someone that's helping you with that, right? But when you're the owner, or if you're self-employed, if in the case of a real estate broker, well, there's no one there to keep you focused or aligned or motivated. So how do I stay focused and motivated? Is that the question?
Yeah.
I stay motivated. It's through the winning, through the challenges I give myself, through the objectives and reaching them, through the victories.
Do you flip-flop from day to day? Do you lose motivation from day to day? Do you feel more motivated on some days than others?
I'm gonna let Gabriel.
No, but I would love to know, because when I work for myself, now I'm working for you, which is great, because in 22 years I've never worked for anybody else but myself.
Well, yeah,
more or less, and I feel that this is what I wanted for quite some time now.
Well, you and a lot of people
to
be in my presence,
to be in your presence. No, but for me, it flip-flops from day to day. Some days it would be it was staying focused and staying motivated. You want to say, Gabriel?
I'm going to say the word motivation is very dangerous, because you're saying if you're more motivated, less motivated. I think you always start by being motivated when you start something. The motivation will allow you to get a discipline in place, and the discipline is what's going to get you going, because motivation will go away and then come back and go away with the victories and then the losses and all. You will not be motivated when you keep losing and you don't get paid in 4 months and everybody hangs up in your face and all that. But if your discipline is still in place, it will come back, because the victories will come back. But the biggest mistake is that people base themselves only on motivation, and on that point, motivation leaves, they stop.
Were you disciplined in your other career?
Well, yeah,
or have you always been?
Yeah, but it was the banking world, so all you have to do is show up, do what you're told, leave, and you were done.
Pretty much what happens.
Seb believes that this is.
But why do you assume that Gabriel's a motivated individual?
Well,
from where does that come from?
this all stems from what we've been noticing on Gabriel's social media.
Yeah, but
is that he
should you
wakes up at
believe?
is that he wakes up at 2 in the
No,
morning to go to the gym.
He does because I go to the same gym, so I see him. So he does do it, and he's oftentimes the last one to leave. Well, in recent weeks, months, you've been as well as Mike, but Mike is away right now. It's been 3 hours, that's for sure. And I think the motivation comes from the growth, from the winning. And like I said, like not I think I know, and so I'm sure that it's the same for him. When he gets up at 3 or 2 or whatever he does, this inhumane time, the victory, I think, of just standing up after the alarm goes off at 2 or 3 in the morning is already something that's powerful. Because when you think of it, you feel it. Have you? Well, you have done it many times.
Yeah.
And then that's one victory. Then the second victory is just getting to the gym. I'm going to give you an example on Monday of this week. This is kind of embarrassing, but I'm going to say it. I fought myself to the point where I took my pajamas off. I'm not going to show it, but I took my pajama. I reached for my gym clothes. I'm like, I'm not doing it. I'm skipping today. I put back my pajamas. Then I'm like looking at my clothes and thinking, oh no, I can't. I take it all off again. This is a true story. I'm not making this up. I put back the pajama. I take it off. I put it back on. I'm like, I can allow myself that day. I'm tired. It's hot, it's cold, whatever. I took it off again and put the gym thing and I left. But that struggle is real. Like,
of course.
And that victory again. So first off, I got to get up. I won. I did this circus show of getting dressed, undressed a couple of times. That's another victory. I got into my car. I got to the gym late. I don't know if you remember. But I still got there. That's a victory. When I'm on my way there, I'm thinking, I'm not going to do the weight training today. I'm just going to do the walking on the treadmill or something light. So this battle in my head is constant about everything. I finally get to the gym. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not going to do the treadmill. I'm going to push myself and do the weights. So on and so forth. So throughout the whole day, this is the battle. But all these little victories propel you to stay motivated. And at the end of the day, I'm like, shit, all the things I accomplished today, I feel great.
You sleep great too.
Oh, well, not now because I have a baby, but that's a different story.
But I find that it's fun to see that even people who come off as you're not posting. You'll post when you're at the gym. You'll post when you're leaving the gym, when you're leaving work. But there's all those. No, well, maybe.
No, it's not.
But no,
absolutely not. I do it because I want to inspire. I want you or someone looking at this and being like, I got to do. And Serijan, who he wrote to me a few months ago.
Serijan is in mortgages and
mortgage broker.
Has done deals with Etienne in the past.
Extremely nice guy.
Super great.
And so he wrote to me one time after I put the video of myself at the gym saying, I don't know what. And he says, oh, that's what I needed today. It motivated me. And then the next day he went and he tagged me and he says, look, I'm at the gym. I'm doing my thing. That's powerful.
It's great, though.
It's a great feeling because I'm feeling, I'm doing this. It's not just for you. Same thing. I mean, if I go and he's there, I feel like, well, that's good. I try to motivate or be accountable to him and vice versa. I think, I hope, I'm sure, and that's why it's fun to work in a team.
It is. That's the most fun for me. That's the most fun, is being able to work in a team. I missed working in a team so much.
It's lonely.
So much.
It's lonely if you're by yourself. And
that after the pandemic and after last year, I just said, I came to see you. We were talking about a whole bunch of stuff. You said, you want a team? I'll find you a team. Then we started talking about something else and it led to something else. And that's usually the best things that happen when you're looking for motivation is one, I guess is trying to seek, not just help, but talk to people who are doing stuff.
Yes.
To try and see what can open in your mind. Right. Because not everybody maybe wants to wake up at that time to go to the gym.
And you don't have to.
Right.
It's just a question of, this is working for me. I want to show it so that those that are not happy with their current situation maybe try to copy or imitate.
Yeah. Okay. So fair enough. Maybe I wouldn't have come to see you then. Right.
Well, no. And then in your circumstance, your situation, I, by fluke, had a situation a few days after our meeting where it triggered, maybe I should talk to And then we met again, and then this new venture and this new opportunity came about. So you took the action. It's all about the action taken. Same thing with the victory of going to the gym or doing. And we're talking about gym, but it applies to everything.
Everything.
Cold calling, door knocking, learning a new thing, learning to use a CRM with anything that challenges you will open a door or get you closer to a new opportunity, and that's what it is.
Yeah, you can't reach success from your comfort zone, as a lot of people say. That's true.
And the motivation will keep coming back, and that's what motivation is that little victory, that little opportunity that you didn't take. It's through action taking. And so you can't just sit and listen to someone to have motivation. That's going to last 35 seconds. You introduced me to David Goggins.
I was going to say,
who I love.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Well, this was the whole, I mean.
Oh, thanks for that, Jay, because he's taking over his language and everything.
Well, the whole thing about David Goggins is David Goggins for me was a fluke, because I was running, again, prior to the pandemic. I was doing half marathons, and I when I like something, I like it until I usually don't like it or I hurt myself. So I ended up hurting myself on my leg. But there's this one part in that book where he says, I just looked at my shoes. I looked at my shoes for an hour.
But he had a bone sticking out of his leg, no? And he kept
no, that
on
was
running?
another time.
Oh, okay.
But no, he woke up one morning, he just looked at his shoes for an hour, and then he finally went out and he said exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Anybody who has ever, gone to the gym. I know a lot of people don't go to the gym. I know I try to go as much as I can, but metabolism changes after 40. So, but all that to say is, when you go to the gym, you feel so good.
After
it's
absolutely.
It's so worth it.
Which then brings you to work, and then you're way more energetic, way more positive.
So how many wins do you feel that you have before you've actually gotten to work? How many wins? How many victories?
Well, I have the getting up. I have the getting dressed and getting out of the house. I have the getting to the gym and staying there and completing.
Do you ever drop when you do drop kids anywhere? Do you put that on your list too?
Of course.
As a win? Me too. I always put it on.
I come back home. I give the dog his water, his food, and all that. I prep coffee for my wife. Or try to.
Yeah.
These are all wins for me.
Yeah.
I eat healthier.
Yeah.
Because now I just spent a lot of energy. I don't want to waste it on a donut. So that's another win. To get out of the house at the time I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to in time is another win. All these things are.
Do you list your wins?
No.
Do you just visually you understand that you have
it's a
you
feeling.
Feel it. Yes,
it's a great feeling, because
you do believe in to
Scientology?
Visualize. Sure.
To what?
Scientology.
Yeah.
We're not going to get into that, but to visualize your win and your success and all that.
Well,
you don't believe that
to
visualize where you're going and what you're growing.
I don't
and
believe in it, but I don't practice it. No, I practice gratitude.
Isn't that not similar?
Is it?
Your gratitude is your gratitude. If you're happy about where you are, then you're going to keep going the same direction. Is it not?
It's the first step. First, you gotta have gratitude for where you are, and then you can visualize where you want to.
No, but I don't do the visualization thing.
You sure?
Yeah, I do.
Well, if you did with that face, you're right. You shouldn't do it.
I did a few years ago. I did a vision board, and without knowing. What do you mean? How? We moved.
You've closed your eyes and you started
drawing all these beautiful pictures.
Entered. Hand moved by itself.
I was in Vermont. We went mushroom picking. No, I did a vision board, right? Because I've always been a very motivated person when it comes to work. I think there's three relationships: the relationship you have with yourself, the relationship you have with your loved one, and the relationship you have with your work. I think once those three are rocking, you're unstoppable.
Yeah,
I really do.
I mean, I agree
and my wife, we've always kind of like tried to figure out where we want to go, what we want to do, and I did a vision board. As corny as that sounds, it wasn't as much effort because that's when people were still selling magazines, so I had something to choose from. But I did do a vision board, and we ended up moving. And a few years later, Emery said, as an entrepreneur, you're always like, oh, are things working out? I think they're working out. I want them to go faster. And she goes,
pulled out the vision board. Oh, no.
She goes, what was on that vision board? You got that. You did that.
Yeah.
We did that. She goes, you don't know it, but you did it.
Yeah.
So I think visualizing is pretty awesome way to kind of set your course.
I should clarify that my wife and I did that too before we bought the house. This is 7 years ago or so. We wanted a kid and this, that. and it did come through. We did a live about this, and I think she had posted the picture of what we actually came, well, not all of it, but a lot of it.
It's like
So,
when, yeah.
but I don't do it anymore. Maybe I should, but I don't.
Yeah, you should. You know what? Just to make sure.
Wanna test it out?
Yeah, yeah. I think you should do it.
We'll do one as a group.
Okay.
See if it works.
Wow.
And we'll put it up.
We'll put a pic. We'll put a spot for Gabriel, but he won't be there. And magically, he won't be there anymore. Surprise.
Well, we don't have to envision that. It's
See, I said I wouldn't do it. I'm not. I don't want to be.
Come on.
I don't want to be like you. Why do
Why?
I want to? I don't want to be like
It's
you.
who you are.
That's who I am. No, you'll be there. That's Engel. Okay. On that note,
I'll come.
I hope you guys have a great weekend. By the way, it is Etienne's 27th birthday.
Yeah.
We
plus
can
19.
say my age. It's everybody knows. Well, not everybody knows.
59.
But I don't
Okay,
know.
let's play the age game.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
cool.
How old? How?
No, but he
Well, I
knows.
know his,
Oh,
but
okay. All right. Great. So he's turning 47 years old.
46.
46
Oh,
years old.
my
Oh, don't
God.
cry about it.
It's a 1 year difference.
You're a man now. All right.
I am.
Have a great weekend, everybody. If you have any questions, you know where to find us. So there you go. Is that how you wanted to end that?